was even like.
Sorry. Go on.
I'm done.
Go on.
I was saying I would even like invest into like my partner's business. If I had the money for it, I'd give everything and anything to like help them. Do you know what I mean? I'd give my soul.
The question is, do you think it's better to work on your goals when you're single or when you are in a relationship with someone?
Me personally, I feel like it's better to work on your goals when you're single, simply because that relationship, most people nowadays they don't really. It's hard finding relationships, but at the same time, it's hard planning a relationship. Planning your future with someone else. But I feel like it's best to do it when you're single, so that when you do get into a relationship, if you and the other half have similar goal plans, then it could work better. But if you feel like if you want to make a goal plan while you're once you get a relationship, by that time it might be too late. It might be a safer option, but by that time it might be too late to start achieving on your goals because you got to work on your relationship or whatnot. I just feel like when you're single, the factors that stop you from achieving your goals is more it's more like limited, so that's what it is.
Do you think it's better to work on your goals when you're single or in a relationship?
I think it's better to work on your goals when you're single because you can choose your path without any distractions. You haven't got any baggage on you. You're free as a bird. I think you can make your own decisions without anyone having feedback when you're there. So I think the best thing to do is be single.
What about if you had your goals, but your goals wasn't working, but the other person had their goals and their goals was working? Would you drop your goals to work on their goals?
No, I definitely shouldn't work. No, I wouldn't drop anything. I'd still remain myself. I think if my partner was working on their goals, I'll support them in any way I could, but also focusing on my part as well.
So you're saying you should work on your goals when you're single then?
That's it. Yeah.
Yes, man. Are you a married man?
Yes, I am.
Yes, man. So do you think it's better to work on your goals when you're married or when you're single or if you're in a relationship?
I mean, it's always good to work on your goals anytime, but it gets better when you're married because you stay more focused.
Wow.
Yeah.
So what about if you're single?
If you're single, I mean, it's not by choice to be single, but you still have to focus and work on your goals.
So would you say it's easier when you're single or when you're married?
It's actually easier when you're single because then there's no distraction. I didn't mean marriage distraction, but marriage helps you to stay more focused.
Yeah. What about if you're a focused person, but the person you're married to or you're in a relationship isn't as focused as you?
You have to make him or her focused.
How though? You can't. It's one of those things you can't. It's either you have it or you don't have it.
But at the same time, what I'm saying is that before I even get to the stage of getting married, I must have known that this is my life partner. So I have to be sure of what I'm doing. That's why you have to date someone before you get married.
So do you have that kind of conversation beforehand, or do you just monitor how the person's like?
I monitor because I'm married. I've been married now for over 15 years.
Wow.
Got married when I was 26. I have got 2 sons, but I get more focused. I made more money when I got married.
Okay, so would you, if you and your partner have the same mindset, that it makes it easier?
It makes it easier.
Okay.
Absolutely, yes. You can't beat that.
Okay.
Like my partner makes it easier for me.
Okay.
Yeah, both of us stay focused.
Okay. What about if they don't have the same mindset as you?
Man, you have to just work on it.
Okay.
Try as much as you can to bring the person, your partner, to focus.
And if it doesn't work, if that doesn't happen, what do you do then?
You have to learn to remove yourself, or distance yourself from her or him to stay focused.
But if you're married to them, how are you going to do?
You have to because you have to get your goals. So, do you think it's better to work on your goals when you're single or when you're married or in a relationship?
You go first. You go first.
I say when you're in a relationship, you've got a couple goals, so it's always good to have a couple goals and you can fulfill them. If you're single, you've got your personal goals. But however, if you're in a relationship, married or single, you still have your personal goals. You can still fulfill them if you're in a relationship or you're together or married.
You stole my answer. That's exactly what I was going to say. Because you know what? You have your own singular goals that you work on. You have your goals for yourself. When you're in a relationship or marriage, whichever way you want to put it, you motivate each other to achieve your goals.
What about if the person doesn't have the same goals as you? You have different goals. So what should you do? Should you quit your goals?
Depends how different. Are they fighting against each other? The goals?
But it's very important to have your personal goals, even if you are in a relationship. If you are in a relationship or not in a relationship, you got to look after yourself first as well. So personal goals is very, very important.
Yeah. What about if your other person doesn't agree with your personal goals? To compromise, should you leave your person?
Well, your relationship, compromise is the first thing that you do, right? So you gotta look after each other, right? So that's what it is. So you have to compromise. Compromise in a successful relationship is the key.
Do you think it's better to work on your goals when you're single or when you're in a relationship?
I would say it's better whilst you're single. I had been in a relationship with someone that was chasing his goals, and personally it didn't affect me in a way, but he felt like he was neglecting the relationship and felt that he could only pursue his goals on his own. And I also feel like when you are pursuing your goals, it is a selfish objective in life. So you need to be able to focus on yourself. And when you can't commit time to someone else, it's selfish to expect them to hang around while you're chasing your goals. But in saying that, even though I do think it's better while single, in saying that, if you have achieved your goals while single, you are then skeptical and also question people's motives, whether they're genuine. So I can understand people that would do it whilst in a relationship, but I'm a say single.
Yeah. So what about if you have a different goal from the other person?
If we have a different goal, we need to be supporting each other on our different goals. As long as it's not something that is so dramatic that it will affect the relationship. But if you are both, I don't know, looking for that next promotion, I feel like you need to be supporting each other and understand each other.
And if there's no support and you're just pushing your goals by yourself, what happens then?
I think it has to be judged on each individual case. But I'm gonna say, for me personally, I'm out.
Girl, I wanna be the papa, you can be the mom,
Hey, hold on, you listening, yeah?
Yeah.
Is it easier or better to work on your life goals when you're single or when you're in a relationship?
So I think personally, I don't think it matters. If it's the right person, it's the right person. Why would that stop me from keeping your goals?
What about you?
I personally feel like it's a very controversial question. It really depends on the relationship you have with each other. So naturally, your life goals, are they singular? Are they, multiple together, right? So let's say, for example, your life goal was to become financially free. How are you going to get there? Are you both going to conjoin, have separate businesses?
I think that's enough.
Are you going to have separate businesses to get to your goal universally? Or are you going to go down your own path to get there? So as long as you both motivate each other and the goal is similar somewhat to the end objective, then it doesn't really matter.
So what about if you have a goal, but your goal is different from the goal of your partner?
I personally feel like I can work on my goals individually a lot better than I'm in a relationship, depending on the girl I'm dating. Now, when I'm single, I am single now, I can actually focus on myself. There's no distraction somewhat, right? But when I'm in a relationship, sometimes I have to now focus on them and I'm a bit drifted away from my own goals. I work 6 days a week, right? Now, I was in a relationship before this. Unfortunately, we split up. There you go, it's gone. The bit. Now, what I want to say to you is when I was in this work job, she had limited time with me because of my job.
and where I was trying to take both of us in the future, she gave up on us, man. So I gave up on her. Now that I'm by myself, I can focus singly on myself, and I know exactly where I'm going. In the future, girls are going to come regardless. So the way I see it, it's really your mentality between the two situations, bro.
To answer that, I would say I think you can work on your, even though your goals are separate, you can work together to reach both your goals individually. So if I was in a relationship, I would support my partner with whatever he does. I'd hope he reciprocates that and supports me with what I do. Do you know what I mean? Just you have to find that balance, you know.
So what about if your partner doesn't want to work on your goals?
Then he's not the right one for me. Why would you want him to my? Do you know what I mean?
If my partner is not with me on the same page, then we can't be together.
Right.
I'm always an advocate for the community, so if I'm going to be with someone, I'm always going to support them in whatever they want to do. But somehow we need to universally link. If my partner wants to set up a beauty business or I don't know, fashion label, I'm going to motivate her 100%. But for me personally, you have to now support what I'm trying to do as well. And together we should be a unison.
I wouldn't even like.
Sorry. Go on.
I'm done.
Go on.
I was saying I would even like invest into like my partner's business. If I had the money for it, I'd give everything and anything to like help them. Do you know what I mean? I'd give my soul.